So we are ready to go. 8 2-minute rounds in the super featherweight division. Miranda Reyes, who certainly has her hometown crowd behind her here tonight, taking on Camilla Panatta, now living in West Palm Beach, originally from Italy. These two looking to get in the win column here in El Paso. Round one underway.
Both Reyes and Panatta have, in the recent times, fought Caroline Dubois, very, very talented boxer who has a very extensive amateur pedigree. So it's hard to compare them both to her. But it was interesting, you know, Reyes tried to close that space on Caroline Dubois. Because Dubois is such a good boxer and she has such good space, it was a little bit hard. But if you pay attention to Panatta's style, she can box, but she likes to sit on the inside and bang. So Reyes might be able to close that gap a little bit easier than she did on Caroline. And you'll see maybe a lot more work on the inside, and I think it'll be really action-packed.
Yeah, it's a good point about Panatta, Michaela, because you look at her and if you hadn't seen her before, you'd think, oh, long, rangy southpaw, but a lot of her formative years of training were spent in Mexico City, where she said she learned to fight like a madwoman. in addition to her sparring sessions with Erica Cruz, she had to learn quickly how to fight like that.
Oh, I can relate. I think a lot of people think I should just simply box because of my height and reach, but I like to be on the inside. It's fun for me. I think it's exciting for the fans, so I'm a fan of the style.
Yeah, so far, Panatta, off of the southpaw stance, I feel like, you know, she's controlling the pace of the fight at, you know, mid-long range. I think, I feel like her fight is more at mid-long range so far. She don't want to, I mean, why take risks and go inside with Reyes? But I think Reyes wants her to come in. Reyes wants to trade, but I think she's better off not coming all the way in at short range, especially right now, early in the fight.
Yeah, Panatta's sort of holding that mid-range, and if she does take a step back, it's just one step. You know, she's not on her bike, and she's coming right back, just like Reyes just threw her punches, and then Panatta came right back with her combination, so she's staying in that perfect mid-range.
Yeah, solid jabs and left leads down the middle for Panatta.
Solid opening round there for Panatta.
Pintas, hacerla que caiga en tu ritmo, tienes que meterla a tu ritmo, ¿vale? Y cuando contragolpees nada más con uno, mínimo 2 o 3
when you counter punch her, let 2 or 3 punches go and circle around her. Don't stay in front of her.
Okay.
He's right.
¿Tienes agua? ¿Estás bien?
You want some water? You okay?
A ver, un traguito.
Take a little drink.
Ya está.
There you go.
Right timing, todas me las contestas, fintas.
And a lot of feints. Timing and feints and let it run your punches.
Sonrisa. La sonrisa.
Round 2 underway. And this one's scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds, unlike the fights we'll see a little bit later on with 3-minute rounds. So things are moving fast. And the processing speed of Camilla Panatta, Michaela, you pointed that out in the opening round, seemed to be a little bit quicker. She was getting off first and third.
Yeah, but you see Reyes doing a good job at she's not just leaning in with one shot anymore. She's following up with 3 or 4 punches at a time.
Stop!
Seems like Reyes is... I'm sorry, were you talking? I'm sorry. It seems like Reyes is trying to bait her in.
Yeah, but she's not just leaping out. I remember watching her against Caroline Dubois, and she'd leap in with that big right hand to the stomach, and it would miss because Caroline takes a step back. But now she must have adjusted from that because she's following up with 3 or 4 shots after.
Right hand to the body there from Miranda Reyes. Stabs another jab down there as well.
If Panatta...
Beautiful! And down goes Panatta!
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Levanta. Vamos bien. Okay. Go.
Well, Panatta has been there before. That also happened in the early fight with Caroline Dubois, but she recovered. She came back and she didn't miss a beat. So don't expect her to crumble.
Tira, suéltala.
Panatta moving forward, trying to wrap Reyes up there. Back to her offense, but What a moment to Miranda Reyes.
Yeah, Panatta is going to stay in that mid-range. She's got to be ready to catch Reyes on her way in.
Watch Reyes taking that step back again. She's trying to catch her coming in with that right hand like she did right now. Man, that came out of nowhere.
Good double jab from Reyes.
Reyes changes it up. She goes forward, kind of like baiting her, and then look, and then she goes back and is waiting for that counter lead again.
Massive round for Miranda Reyes, much to the delight of the El Paso crowd.
And here we see how she set it up. Actually, it was an overhand right over the top, right on the temple, right on the.
That's the shot to throw on a southpaw. That is the shot. It's an underestimated shot. Not a lot of people will do it, but they're open for that hook on that side.
Bien, respira profundo. Sácalo. ¿Mande? Sí, profe. Va, échale mi Camilla.
Round 3 underway. Massive second round there for Miranda Reyes, putting Panatta on the canvas. You saw the replays. Panatta looking aggressive here in the third round. We'll see if Reyes can temper that. And one thing, especially when you saw it slow down from the last round, Michaela, you're seeing that reach advantage that Reyes has. I think that Panatta felt she was out of range, and then suddenly that right hand comes over the top.
That could be too. She's gonna sit in that, but she's still sort of in that mid-range. If she's gonna sit in that range, she can't wait. You don't want to sit and wait. You got to be busy. You got to use your feints. You got to stay behind the jab. But again, like she did come back in that Caroline Dubois fight, you would think that the knockdown like that would have made her take a step back. But look at her coming back with a better round. After getting dropped.
Panatta's, she's making the fight. She's the one that's being aggressive-minded. It seems like, and Reyes, she changes it up. She takes a couple of steps back again, like trying to bait her in, and then she's trying to trick her. And then she makes it seem like, okay, I'm gonna go toe-to-toe with you, and then then she takes a step back and tries to land that overhand right again. She's trying to set that up again. I could tell her that Reyes has that in her mind.
Panatta's coach also mentioned that she needs to keep turning. She needs to keep turning, and she's freezing in front of Reyes at some times, but she needs to keep turning away, because especially away from Reyes's straight right hand, because she keeps leaning in with that right hand and catching her. If Panatta keeps circling a little bit to her right, she'll be out of range for that right hand.
Reyes having some success this round with that left hook. We saw her throw that looping right, although to the body. She stabs downstairs right along the belt line. Reyes doing some good work with the lead hand here.
Respeten la campana.
Steps in with a good right hand and a left hook. The jolts Panatta there momentarily. Another good round for Miranda Reyes.
Despacio. Presiona la. No.
Round 4 underway. Miranda Reyes starting off hot with that left hook coming over the top. Raul, she's finding a lot of success with that, kind of arcing that shot just a little bit. It's a looping shot, but clearly it's thrown with that intention.
Absolutely, she's smart, she's tricky. You know, she really is. She knows what she's doing. Like, she's baiting her in. That's why see how she started the round moving. Now she's in the pocket with her. All of a sudden, she's gonna go back outside and hoping that Panatta would come in and she could land that overhand right. That's why Michaela said Panatta needs to move out of the way, you know, take that subtle step to the right or to the left and move out of the line of fire and not get caught by that overhand right.
Panatta does better when she presses Reyes. When she waits for Reyes to make the move, she'll get caught going backwards. When she presses her against the ropes, you see Camilla will land the better shots to the body and to the head. She'll put them together. When she waits too long and lets Reyes be first, that's when she loses the exchange.
Panatta might have to tap into some of those Mexican sparring sessions and the new ring identity she felt that she discovered at training in Mexico City. And you saw flashes of it early in this round, Michaela. You saw her kind of pick up the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, I'm still seeing great combinations. The left hook, or the right hook, left hand is coming in handy right now for her. And then she digs well to the body also.
Left hand connects there from Panatta. 20 seconds here of round 4. Quite a round here for Miranda Reyes. Nice bounce back from Panatta. As Reyes now picking it up in these final 10 seconds. They go toe-to-toe, and Reyes getting the best of that exchange. Or is it enough to win the round?
Dime. Es que atacaste, luego te lo seco. Una vez que ya atacaste, no te vas, te esperas un lean back, haz un pasito atrás y vuelves a entrar. Hazla que no se salga, presiónala por ahí. ¿Va? ¿Va? ¿No ocupas agua? ¿Nada? ¿En la cabeza? Bien, vocal.
We see the end of the round, back and forth action. Both fighters going toe to toe there. Combinations. I think Reyes got the best out of her towards the end. But some of those shots were being blocked by Panatta too. So.
Yeah, in that replay we just saw, you see Panatta landing shots and then blocking the hooks and coming right back with hooks of her own. I think she won that last round. I would give her that last round. She had more success with the combinations in the earlier part
Panatta,
of it.
right?
Panatta, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of switching stances in the early going. Both Panatta and Reyes at times could give you very different looks, as Reyes has a couple good right hands there, but back comes Panatta, again flurrying to the body. It was Reyes early in this fight who seemed to be finding the routes to the body, but Panatta now, as she started to step closer at times, doing it herself.
Yeah, Reyes needs to go back to being first and pressuring and pushing Panatta back. That's what you want to do with the southpaw. When you have a southpaw, you want to pressure them. You don't want them to hold that range, because they're going to try and hit you with the backhand hook all day. And that is exactly what Panatta is starting to catch her with. She got a pressure.
Right there.
Yeah.
Four-punch combination there from Panatta, kind of walking with her punches a little bit and driving Reyes back.
We're in the second half of the fight, and I think Panatta might be a little bit of a hit, but it's still up in the air, don't you think so?
Well, Panatta's got to keep up what she's doing. She has a knockdown. She did get knocked down, so she's a point behind. But so far, I think that she's won the round since then.
Stop! Step back. No tiren.
Final 20 seconds here of round 5. Good right hook connects there from Panatta.
Good 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, good combination punching there by Panatta, just letting them flow.
Panatta just feeling a little looser here this round, just letting her shots go, throwing in combination. She might have just put another round in the bank.
I believe so, Corey.